You ready?
I'm so ready.
Hey, everyone.
Hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all.
Y'all. Oh, no. No. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this video where we thought we would just take a moment and update you on all the things that are going on behind the scenes.
So much good stuff.
So much good stuff. And part of this is because I don't think, Jason, people realize how long things can be in the works for before.
Oh, yes, a great deal of time.
Yeah, like sometimes it's literally years. Some projects are months. A few projects actually we've gotten quite good at turning around very fast.
Yeah, we started our one project, our kind of first project we'll describe, Psalms and Reflections, which is kind of 21 Psalms by 21 ethnically diverse, multi-generational actors in 21 locations. Mm-hmm. We've shot about a third of it. And so we hope to be releasing that in the new year, 2022. Yeah. But that happened. We started dreaming it up last year, and we're already kind of a third of the way through, so that's really exciting.
And we're so excited to get these out there and for people to experience them.
So excited.
So definitely be watching for more information about the Psalms and Reflection project. Another project that's actually connected to that one, and it's been in the works for years.
Years. Too long.
Way too long. Thanks to a little thing we will not name in this video. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed.
and delayed.
But it is happening.
It's happening.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
What is it? What are you calling it?
It's called David Chronicles, and what it will be is a film based on my original solo performance on the life of David, and we are hoping to shoot it in Scotland. Yay!
I'm
Next
so excited.
year we're going to shoot in Scotland, which is going to be fantastic, and we're going to have an amazing study guide to go with it, and it's going to be it's been in the works for a long time, and so we kind of know what we want to do, and now we just have to raise some money for that,
which you can give to.
Which you can give to.
In the description box, there will be a link to our donation page, and you can give to the David Chronicles project, which we would love to have you join us.
Yeah, if you have $20, or if you have $20,000, or in fact, if you have $2 million, we can give you a tax receipt. No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
And we might need, hundreds of thousands of dollars. We do need hundreds of thousands of dollars. So feel free to be generous. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and I think it's so important that you know that these projects have been burning within us for so long. Like when we set out to do a project, we get the idea, it percolates in our brain, we pray about it, we start talking about it as a team and saying, like, what do you hear from God about this? Is this a worthwhile idea?
Yes.
And then we go through that whole discernment process amongst our team and with our board, and then once we come to the place of being like, yes, this needs to happen, well, then the real hard work begins of scripting, of finding the right people to join us with this project, and the David Chronicles will be the largest film that we have created here at the company.
Yep.
And I'm so excited for it because we've been talking about it literally probably for close to 6 years.
Yeah, and I've been dreaming about it for about 15 years, and it's just one of those things where we really felt like the Psalms and the story of David has a word to speak into our times with all that's going on with COVID and all the social unrest. And there's just so many ways in which I really think that period of time in the history of Israel can speak into what's going on in our current culture.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So again, be watching for more updates on that project because it is definitely coming. Another project, this is a quick turnaround project actually that is being released even depending when this video goes up, within the next week, is Connect with Advent.
Yes, which was your kind of brainchild, which I love.
Yeah, and one of the things that we'd love to do is support smaller communities and large communities of believers, and we just have a greater capacity right now to do that.
Yeah.
So Connect with Advent is a four-part video series. Yep. Jason is in it. Christine Gerber, who's also my mom, is in it.
She's awesome.
And you guys just take time to reflect and prepare for Christmas.
And Christine is a pastor at a church in Toronto. But the Advent, the four-part series is kind of for anybody, individuals or groups who'd like to walk their way through in kind of we're really big on making sure that we approach the notion of Advent with our mind, body, and spirit, with our triune being.
Yeah.
We are three parts as God is three parts. And so we really intentionally move through the story of Advent with that in mind.
Yeah. And I'm really excited for people to use it. And it's timeless because Advent happens every year. So
Yes.
if you don't engage with it this year, engage with it next year or any time of the year, really, because...
And it's a free resource.
And it's a free
You just have to
resource.
go to our store and pick it up.
Yeah, that's right. Free downloads. You can also watch them here on YouTube, but if you want to download them so you can easily share them inside your service or a gathering or whatever, you are free to do that off of our store website. Again, in the description box, we'll have a link to that. So what's another project that we've got going on? Because there's more.
Yes, well, for a number of years, it's been kind of percolating in us to do a female-centered, all-female-driven production, and so we have been kind of workshopping that, and we have settled on building a project that probably is highly movement-based, but is a theater project on the book of Esther, because we also feel that Esther is a story that speaks directly into our times. So Crystal's involved with that. We've got another couple of women that are involved in that, and it's going to be, we're taking our time with it because we want it to kind of marinate in the actors, in the writers, and that's really exciting too.
I am super excited.
Super excited. She's super excited.
You know, I think we just don't hear enough female voices and female voices within our Christian community and examining how do these stories impact us today. So I'm really excited to be doing this project. Cynthia is one of the people we've been working with, and she's going through this creative journey, and it has been beautiful to work with her already, and I'm so excited where God's going to take it. And when we talk about years in the making, again, we started talking about doing a female show probably 2 years ago.
Yes.
And we finally kind of started, and it's probably going to be almost a year before it's up and running. We'll see what God does with the timing of it, but you'll still hear updates, trickles of information here and there, but it's in its infancy right now.
Just being birthed.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Not yet. Not birthing. Just being incubated.
Being incubated. That's the right
We're working on it.
Yeah.
You're working on it.
Yes.
I'm standing back and going, go! This is awesome!
So and there's some other things that are going on too. So one that's actually almost ready to be released. If you hadn't fallen and broken your leg this fall, it would have been released already. But life, sometimes you have to delay things. Jesus Stories. This is a show that is, again, been in our hearts for a long time to really focus in on the humanity of Jesus.
Yes.
And focusing on some of those stories that he shares with people that are on the margin. Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Jesus Stories?
It's been on my heart. We've been talking about it for a number of years, but I really, one of the things that I think that we often don't focus on was that we focus on Jesus as God, but we don't often focus on Jesus as being a human being. And what does it mean for Jesus to be a human being? And I just am always in awe of his engaging with the outsider, those people that are just on the fringe of society, and how he graciously comes alongside them and is in fact inspired by them, is moved by them, and engages with them in such a powerful way. So, it'll be a series of vignettes. We do a performance of Woman at the Well. We do Jesus and the Centurion, Jesus and the Demon-Possessed Man. So it's a series of vignettes, and we'll kind of roll them all together into something, and that'll be coming out in January. And that I've been, like Crystal said, you would have already seen it had I not broken my leg, but sometimes femurs break. Yep. And so now, me and my titanium rod in my leg will be performing that in January.
Yeah, and while we don't have information of how to get tickets to that performance for our launching performance yet, continue to come back and check things out, because we will be announcing that. We'll be letting you know how you can partake of our launch performance of Jesus Stories, which I am so thrilled and excited. And for some of you, of our viewers, you will have been a part of the preview performances that we did in the spring, and that was just such an incredible performance to be a part of.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think is really cool to talk about that is we're very interested as a company in bringing people into the creative process. So in the spring, when we did the first kind of iteration of it, it was an online performances. We had such fantastic feedback from our community that we'll take that and bring that into our development, which will happen beginning of January again as we kind of move through it again. And then you have been and will continue to be a part of making the show more impactful, deeper, stronger, and we really, that creative journey, that partnership is really, really important to us. We love that.
Yeah, and that's also like the beauty of theater, right? Unlike film, which we love film too, but once you've done it, it's done.
Yep.
It's created, But with theater, what's so amazing is that you always get chances to go deeper, to explore a new element of the story that you're sharing. And as Christians that are performers, or performers that are Christians, God every time gets to plant a new thought and a new word in our hearts, and so we can address the story from that perspective.
And you are all different people watching it too, so that as the story changes us as performers, we're trusting that as we connect with you, the story transforms to speak into your lives as well. And that is the magic of theater. Absolutely.
Yeah. So there are so many other things that we're working on. We don't have time to get into everything that's happening, but there is more than this going on behind the scenes. So if you haven't already, do please subscribe here on YouTube. You can follow us over on Instagram as well, Jason Hildebrand Creative Arts, also Facebook. We just love to interact with you guys and for you to know what's going on. And we are loving learning how to send these updates and share with you our process. It's been so fantastic. So thank you so much for joining with us. And lastly, if you want to support, as Jason said earlier, if you want to support the work that we're doing, go to the description box, make a donation. Anything over $20 gets a tax receipt. Yeah,
so if you'd like to support us on a regular basis, that would be amazing. Or if you'd like to give a $1 million one-time gift, we would love that too. And it's funny, I laugh, but we have donors who donate financially a small amount, and we have donors who donate financially a large amount. And then we have donors who pray a small amount, and we have donors who pray a large amount for us. And all of those things mixed together is the stew that is necessary to accomplish all the things that really we feel like God has given us to do. So please partner with us and just ask, hey, how can I get involved with you guys? We'd love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.